Hosting a workshop is a great way to attract new clients, to create awareness for your business, but it can also be a bit nerve-wracking, right? Where do you start? So today in this video, I want to give my best 3 tips and a framework for how to get started with a workshop as a sleep consultant. The first tip is to use the why, what, how, and what if framework. And this is a very easy concept. You can just write this on a piece of paper underneath each other and write down behind it. The why is for people who are wondering, why is this for me? Why is this important right now? Why do I need to listen to this? Why do I need to listen to her? All these questions of these people you want to have answered, because we're all different types of people. There are also people who have what? They want to know, what is your information based on? What is it actually that you're talking about? What is the definition of the topic that you're talking about? Those are the what people. They want to know facts. They want to see sources, resources, scientific information. Maybe you're like that. And then you have the how-to people. That's so me. I want to know, okay, great. I understand. I need to listen to this. This is important. Second one, the what. Okay, I understand what it's based on. But now I want to know, how do I do that? Give me steps. 1, 2, 3. I want to hear. First you do this, then you do that, then you do that. So those are the how-to people. You want to have like a practical solution to what you've explained on how they can integrate this approach or this system that you're showing. So the how to. And then the last is the what if people. The what if people, they listen to all this information and they're like, yeah, but what if my child are, you don't get it. It's not my situation. It's different. Of course, this works for everybody, but not for me. And so they want to have these question answers of like, what if? So for this section, it's perfect to do the Q&A. And you let people say and ask questions. And this is how you can address the what if people. A lot of times the why, the what people, they're not going to really ask questions during the Q&A, but the how to people and the what if people, they will ask because they're trying to understand it from their own perspective. So using this framework is super helpful to give you the structure that you need on how to build it up. You address the why, you address the what, you show how to do it, and then you address any concerns or questions people might have. Now, tip 2 makes a lot of sense. You want to create value. Super important. Before you start talking about your offer, your sales price, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you gave them enough value that they feel that that might be a consideration that they want to think about. So you cannot, if I come to you and you've never seen me and I'm going to sell you a template for $97, you're going to think, who is this person? Why would I care? What do I do with this? But if we build a relationship and I give you value and I show you how important it is to have a great looking, professional looking, visually appealing, with great content lead magnet for your lead gen funnel, then if I've showed you why it's important, what it actually is, how to do it yourself, and then I give you the offer to buy it from me, it is a whole different experience, right? And it's the same for your sleep consulting services. You want to give them all the value they need, and this is an upgrade to do something faster or simpler or more with more support. So the second tip is value before you offer your service or the thing that you offer during your workshop. And then the third tip is you need to have a strategy in place for your pre-launch, your launch of your workshop. And so before the workshop, during the workshop, and after the workshop, what are you doing? Before, you want to make them excited, right? Makes sense. So send an email, make sure to remind them. People have so many things that they need to deal with nowadays, so they forget. So you want to keep reminding them. So this is a great way to set up an email sequence. If you want to have a system for that, just drop me a message and I can help you out with that. So, and then during the workshop, you also want to have it very clear what is going to be happening, what is the agenda. And then after the workshop, and like during the workshop also, where's the link to book your services? Or you could say like only the people who are watching the workshop today live and the replay, for example, can click on the link and get like a 25% discount. This is only valid until, and you need to be very clear here. And then you want to have a phase for after your workshop. You don't want to stop at the workshop because there are so many people, I'm one of them, who are never come live to those workshops. They rather go later to the workshop so they can go through it in their own time. They can even speed up if necessary. They don't have to watch the whole first part where they're waiting for 15 minutes for people to come in and ask where they come from and all these kind of questions. So they want to skip to the content. So what we think a lot of times, only the people who are showing up live, they're the ones who are committed and willing to pay the services. But this is not true. There's a huge chunk of people who, just like me, I just said, are watching the replay and then want to know more and then are interested. But if you don't keep me in the loop, I watch and I forget. So here you also want to have a system in place with a couple of emails that you're being sent out, that you say like, hey, have you watched the webinar already? As you've seen there's a special discount link for 25%. It's only for the people who have watched the webinar, and you can schedule a call. And then this is only valid until Tuesday, 1st of blah, blah, blah. So make sure that you're on top of it. Oh, whatever it is, and you set up a campaign, an email sequence after that. So this is all very important. You want to have the excitement, and you want to have the workshop with quality and value, and you want to have an after process, a post process that is going to help you convert the last people also into leads or into, and it doesn't have to be a sale. A workshop can be just about getting new Instagram followers or new Facebook followers or new people on your email list. It doesn't have to be something with that's involving money. It can be an action you want them to take, but you want to have this whole strategy in place. So these are my 3 tips. So the why, what, how to, what if framework, make sure to use that. Give value before you promote anything. And then the third one is set up a strategy that you do before, during, and after that is very clear. And then also don't forget, when you're done, it's not, okay, done, and you walk away. No, write down everything you've done, what you can improve the next time, what went well, where the most of the sales were coming from. Were they coming from the people who watched live or the people who watched the replay? How did most people sign up? You want to collect all this information immediately after, because everything is fresh, top of your mind. So then in 6 months, you're going to host your next workshop. You're going to go back to your sheet and you're going to see, oh yeah, that worked well. I'm going to do more of that. That didn't work. I do less of that, or I improve my system. And this is how you get better and better and grow and evolve and become the best sleep consultant in your field. So I hope this was helpful. Good luck. Ciao.